this is Heather with Stealing Hearts Homestead. If you have not done so already, please do go ahead and subscribe down below. So this video, my rabbits finally had their babies and I was so excited. They each had a total of 9 kits, okay? And what was even more exciting was that both of them had 5 white and 4 colors. And if you have had white New Zealand's with the red eyes, you know how hard it is to get them to give you anything other than all white. So as you can see, she's pulling hair. So I mean, she's getting ready to have some babies. So probably when I get home from work, there will be some. That's the hope. She's doing a great job. She's pulling it from wherever she can get it. And then she's going to take it all. And she's doing really good at the nest she built. I don't know if you can see back there very well. She's got it back in the hole. So I decided to drive home at lunch because in the morning, Snow White started pulling fur. So I thought, you know, by the time my lunch rolls around, she'll probably have had her kits. So I came home and I decided to check on them, and sure enough, she had her kits. I got a rough count, about 8, and I was like, okay, they're all squirming around, they're doing great. And then I decided to go ahead and check on Elsa's kits. And Elsa had her kits, I think maybe in the middle of the night, early morning. When I got up around 5 o'clock, I went out there and I had found that she had had her kits, and I think she had just had them because there were 2 that were on the wire. One ended up getting banged up. I think it probably got its foot caught in the wire and ended up losing one of its feet. And the other one was kind of cold but still moving around. So I was able to warm it back up, and then I moved because Elsa had all of her kits. She built a nest in the corner of the cage and not in her nesting box. So I went ahead and I moved all the kits into her nesting box. But the problem happened when I got home from work. So when I checked on them at lunch, they were all fantastic. Everybody was squirming around, they were doing great. And then when I got home, I thought, you know what, let's pull the nesting boxes and just do a good count of everybody and make sure that everybody is squirmy and alive and doing well. So I checked on Snow White's kits first because I hadn't gotten a good count of them. When I did Elsa's, since they weren't in the nesting box, it was really easy for me to get a count as I was putting them in the nesting box. So I got a count of Snow White. So as you can see, Mom made a pretty good nest. And I'm gonna take the kits out and just make sure everybody is healthy. I did go ahead and remove the nesting box so that way I can check on everyone. Okay. So my last litter was all white. So we're just gonna look the baby over, make sure that there's no owies, which there isn't. So I have one that has some color. Love it, look, all black. Oh, it's so nice when I have all white. Okay, so no owies on this one. Got 2 babies. We got 2 more. We got another one that's almost all black, but it looks like it's gonna have some white on its feet. And then, oops, sorry, we have this little one. So everybody looks healthy so far. So that's 4. all have such little round tummies. Look how cute. Okay, you got all 4 feet. All 4 feet. Okay. All right, got another little black one. Have to put all this hair back in. Okay, and we got quite a few more little white ones. Wiggly, wiggly little babies. You don't have much in your tummy. Okay. I think that's everybody. Look at all of them, aren't they so cute? We're gonna put them back in the box with all their hair. Mom did such a good job at making their nest. So we're just gonna go ahead, cover them all up. Okay, I'm gonna put them back outside. So 9 out of her litter. White, like I said, had a total of 9 kits. 5 of them are white, 4 of them are colored kits, and I can't wait to see what colors they end up being. And then I put them back away and gave them back to her mom, and then I pulled Elsa's kits. And I was looking at the nesting box. Nesting box looked okay. Elsa had pushed the box though up at the front of her kennel, and I wasn't really sure to think of that because there was no way for her to be able to get in it when she did that. So I pulled them out, set them here on the counter, and started going through the nesting box and realized nothing was squirming. They were all cold to the touch. Okay, this is Elsa's nest, and we're gonna see how many wigglies she has in here. Oh no. 2 didn't make it. Why is everybody dead? Well, this is disappointing. Every single one of her kits are gone, and I have no idea why. They were bubbly and moving around when I came home from lunch, and now every single one of them has blood pools in their nails. Don't know if you can see or not. I don't think any of these are still alive. Oh, blood pools, blood pools. Looks like she jumped in there, trampled on them, and ended up going to the bathroom on them, which is really surprising because Elsa's had quite a few litters before I got her. She even came with 6 kits. She did fantastic with them, and every single one in her litter survived, and it was Snow White who ended up having the most trouble. She ended up having a runt that didn't make it, and then one of her kits latched on and she accidentally drug it out of the box. But I'm so upset. Like, 9 kits. She lost 9 kits today. and it just looks like she trampled all over them. And I don't know if she was mad at me for putting him in the nesting box when she created the nest herself, but the way that she created the nest, the kits were on the wire, and she just had hay, and when I was going through them, the kits were on the wire and mixed in with the hay and the fur, and it wasn't a good place for them to be. So this is my first big loss, and I am so disappointed. If you don't know much about rabbits, if you find, you know, one of your baby rabbits out on the wire, for example, like I did this morning, I found 2 of Elsa's kits on the wire that were not in her nesting area that she had made in the corner, and they were cool to the touch. If you find rabbits or kits that are out and they are cold to the touch, a lot of people go by if they're not warm yet, then you don't pronounce them dead. I'm not doing that with these. They all have blood pools in their nails. And I'll take a picture so you can see what it looks like when there is blood in their fingernails. When there's blood in their fingernails, then they're gone. So all of these kits were cold to the touch, and it's just so disappointing because that's 9 baby rabbits. And I could have sold a couple of them, especially the colored ones, to help with the cost of feed. And then I maybe could have kept a colored one if I wanted to add it to my breeding. And then obviously the other ones were gonna go to being meat rabbits. And you know, I'm still going to be able to use these babies. I'll go ahead and freeze them and give them to the dogs. I keep looking over there because that's where I have them. I have all the babies still on my counter. I'm gonna get to doing something with them. So I'll put them in the freezer and then I'll give them to the dogs, and at least they'll be used. But it would have been a lot nicer if they made it to 8 weeks at least for me to be able to do something with. So that is my update here. On a lighter note, my grandparents sent me something in the mail today. And I'll go ahead and show you what that was. They're having a good time. They're in their like 80s, and they're sending practical jokes through the mail. So that at least made me smile, and I will go ahead and share that with you guys. Let me flip over to there. So my grandparents sent me this all the way from Washington State. It says, Heather, here's your allotment from the north. Your bill includes the family discount. Please pay on time. Love you, girl, Grandpa and Grandma. And this little thing of toilet paper is so teeny. There's just a couple of times around left on it. So you could tell they really, really thought about me when they sent this. And, you know, toilet paper is money around here. Maybe I can get $100 for it. You never know.